Hello again, this is Holly, Holly's Art House, and I thought I'd do another video today and see whatever comes out. I've got a 6x6 tile here, just a regular wall tile or floor tile, whichever one. And I'm going to try the bloom technique again. I've made some Mars Black for my cell activator this time. And we'll just see how it turns out. Be sure and follow my Facebook page, which is Holly's Art House. And then of course my YouTube. Be sure and hit that subscribe button and the bell so that you can get notified anytime I post a video. I'm working hard to try and get this all started and going, and we'll just see how it goes. I hope you enjoy it. Please leave me comments and your likes, your dislikes. Don't be nasty though. We'll just go from there. So today I thought I would do a swipe. I'm just using regular paper. I've got my pillow paint down, which is Sherwin-Williams interior wall paint, just a basic paint. And I've made all of my bloom mixes using Tammy Anderson's recipe. What I used for the pouring medium is the Vivid Enamel Multi-Surface Acrylic Medium from Color Art, which is designed for primary elements. And then I use 2 parts enamel, or you can use Sherwin-Williams Interior Exterior High Gloss Ultra Deep Base Untinted. Be sure that it is untinted. That's very important. You don't want to get any color, and it must be this deep base number 833210. So you use that, 2 parts of the enamel or the deep base to 1 part of polyacrylic. And for my polyacrylic, I used Minwax polyacrylic. As far as mixing the paints, I dissolved my primary elements in a small amount of the polyacrylic, and then I added about 1 ounce of pouring medium to about an 1/8 teaspoon of the primary elements. And then as far as the other paints, it depends upon the thickness of the paint, the 2 paint. Otherwise, it's approximately about a pea-sized drop of your paint, and this is Liquitech Basics, to about 1 ounce of the pouring medium. My cell activator is American Floetrol with this particular time Mars Black. I just pour my pillow paint. I'm going to do, actually I think I'm going to do a swipe and do it more like Kathleen, gosh, I can't think of her name now. Kathleen, is it Miller? Kathleen Miller does, and what she does, and it, to me, it gives it a real stained glass effect. She takes her paint. First of all, I want to take this on out to the edges. This is a little bit different than a standard pillow pour. I want it all over the edges because I want the paint to be able to go over the edges when I get the color done. So I'll just kind of paint the edges with my little stick here. Don't worry, I'll get messy. I always do. But I thought I'd kind of keep my gloves clean for a little bit anyway. But I just want to make sure there's good coverage, because I do want the color to go down on the edges. That is one good thing about the Lazy Susan, the spin. You can turn it around and make sure you get everything. So, now what I'm going to do, she does the drizzle. There really aren't any new techniques. There aren't any really new color combinations. You just learn from watching other people and then try to do something similar or change it a little bit. But I thought I would try to her. She always gets such beautiful, and this is all she does. She just drills everything back and forth. And just keep going. Now this is the cadmium yellow from Liquitex Basics, but I put a couple of drops of the Liquitex Basics iridescent pouring medium in it because I wanted it to have a little bit of a shimmer. So we'll set that aside. This one is the Deco Art Metallics Emerald. Nice rich color. Definitely a very beautiful green. And of course, being the metallics, it has a shimmer to it too. So I'm just going to drizzle. I know some of this will go off the edge, but I want to make sure the edges have color. So here I have the PBO iridescent green yellow. I did some coasters yesterday. They should be dry, and I'll show you how they turned out here in just a little bit. Be sure you don't get your stick down into your paint, or you might bring some paint back up into your other color here. As you can see, there's no rhyme or reason to anything other than just to make sure everywhere has color. I have seen Kathleen do, like, I don't know, 12 or 14 colors in a piece. And you think, oh my gosh, what's she doing? I know, because I thought that same thing. And then it just turns out beautiful. Now this is a color art color blanket. It is mermaid scales. So we're just going to keep layering color. I think I'm going to have way too much paint on here, but this is my second attempt at this. So actually I kind of expect to lose some paint, because I don't know totally what I'm doing. But you know what? You learn by doing. Watch lots of videos and just keep at it. There's the mermaid. This is a mica powder. This is the Pearl X Sapphire Blue. I know the light's bad. So of course, being a mica, it has a shimmer also. And we're just going to keep layering. I want to thank the people that do art and make the videos and share their knowledge. I did sign up and I'm currently taking the Shelley art course on the bloom technique. It was a little bit difficult for me just because I'm not in Australia, and so I'm having to use different things. So that's when I went and checked out Canela Sirocco and Tammy Anderson and Kathleen Miller and so many others that have shared from all over the world. Erica Hughes is in Ireland, I believe. So this is the Deco Art Metallics Sapphire. It's very similar to the one I just did from Pearl X, but it is a little bit deeper. Not a whole lot, but it is deeper some. And I'm hoping that maybe it'll just react different because it's not a powder, whereas the other one is. So maybe it might react different. And you'll see lots of bubbles in there. I will get those out. This one I'm interested to try. This is a Folk Art Color Shift Blue Violet Flash. So it's not an expensive paint. I think I got it either at Michael's or at Home Depot. But it is a color shift paint. It says Blue Violet Flash, so it does have the violet in it. It does have blue, but I don't know if you can see, but to me it also has a gold shimmer. Before I do the swipe, I will probably pop some of these bubbles. The bigger ones anyway. A lot of them will disappear with the swipe itself. This is the Deco Art Metallics Amethyst. Shimmer, shimmer, shimmer. It's a little bit deeper color than the Folk Art. And of course it will not have the color shift to it. And here we have the Deco Art Berry, the metallics again. I had the metallics all out, so I thought, you know, what the heck, let's just make up some metallics. So I'm using the metallics. Sorry, my husband just walked in and my little puppy is welcoming him. So what I'm going to do is just, he shut the door, so maybe that'll help. So we're going to keep this up. And I think I want a little bit more of the yellow on the top. I know it looks like a mess, does it? But it is. Let me get... Hold on just a minute. I haven't gone anywhere. I wasn't prepared. Shame on me. So I have a little toothpick. And I'm just going to pop the bigger bubbles. That one doesn't want to pop. And I'm going to clean the toothpick off, especially if I go to a different color to pop a bubble, because I don't want to mix them up and make them all muddy or anything. I just want to get some of the air out. So we'll just pop it away here. Okay, I think that'll do for now. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to pour a little bit of my cell activator out here, because this is not a really big piece. And I just have regular paper. I'm going to lay it in the cell activator, and I'm going to drag it across. Now see, I did not press hard enough there. Plus I have thin paper, so hopefully I can make this work. Push it down a little bit. I may have to double this up to make it work. Let's try it from about halfway. Nope, it's still not heavy enough. So what am I going to do? You know, I'll just... See, I don't have any old playing cards, or I would do like Kathleen Miller does. That helped a little bit better. I made it 3 times as thick. I shouldn't have done that second swipe there. And I knew that, but that's okay. It's art. It can be whatever I want. I don't know why I'm getting so much black. And maybe I'm lifting. I'm going to try and swipe across this again. I know I probably shouldn't. I'm cleaning off my paper and switching ends. Since I don't really like that, I'll just do that. Maybe get a few more cells in there. See, I didn't get any here. I do like the way the colors are, though. I think I had too much pillow paint on there. That's what I think my problem is. But you live and learn. So I'm going to set this aside, out of the way. And I'm going to move a couple of my paints here, the ones that are really close, out of the way. And let's spin. Well, that was a poor spin. doing some stretching here. There are a lot of cells there. Now I think I'm going to do what they call wrecking before I spin it again. And I'm going to take a toothpick because that's what I have. And just going to kind of stir it up a little bit. Not really stir, but change the way the flow is. Especially some of these areas where I didn't have any black. Maybe get some black down in there so that I maybe get some more cells. So let's try this again. Definitely too much paint on there. But it's still pretty. This always reminds me of stained glass. I think that's why I like this bloom technique, is because I always like stained glass. So let's do a couple more spins maybe. What I'm going to do here is maybe take some of this paint off the edge, get it out of the way so it's not going everywhere. I'm going to carefully lift it up. I want to slide it down some. I want to stretch some of those cells at the top down into this corner and get some of that solid black off. It also reminds me of very colorful monarch butterflies, you know. I know there's probably not a lot of cells in there compared to everybody else, but I kind of like that. So I'm going to set this over here in my drying section. I'm going to take my gloves off, because of course I got them all messy. Now I'm clean. Now I laid these flat on freezer paper, so I am going to have to kind of trim the edges. It's not completely dry yet, so I'll probably do that here quickly, but here's one of the coasters that I did yesterday. The cells are very faint. The blue was actually not showing well when I put them away yesterday, so I kind of like that it came back out. So thank you very much for coming back and watching my videos, and hopefully I'm going to be building this YouTube channel, and I would appreciate it. Comment and like it, and let's build it together. Thank you very much. Have a great day.